think is going to be a pretty color. So I created this color. I have no idea what color it is. It's looking orangey. I think we agreed to make it more pinkish. No? Do you remember?
I think pink orange.
Kind of looks like the
Call it porridge.
50-50 bar that we used to eat when, I'm telling my age, I guess, when we were kids. You want to kind of just keep doing it until the color's even. Hard part is you got to keep your area, you can use oil too, keep it moist. And actually, I'm really getting old because I have a cloth I can use. It's called a fondant mat. Forgot all about it. See, that's what happens when you work in the kitchen. But this is the real way to cook. You just do everything and you work with what you have.
You got to have some strong hands for this, right?
Yep, that's part of being a beautician too. Because you got to put your back into it and mash it.
Oh, see,
Or
that
as
would
they
count
say
me.
in the West Indies, mash it up, mash it. Mash it. Actually, it's kneading. I
Yep.
know you hear me out of breath. So that's kind of a peach orange, orange,
Yeah, orange.
which is not the color we want. So what I'm going to do is take my regular food coloring, and I like to just drop it in the middle. I don't know if you guys ever seen the lady who cooks called Auntie Fee. She's hilarious, but I can so relate to her. Because that's how it ends up being. You just use your eyes. If it looks right, it's right. If it smells right, it's done. That's how they used to cook. They didn't have all these cute little things like this. You know, you went by smell, consistency, and for some reason, it always came out right. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going to keep adding until whatever color this ends up being that I think is pretty is the color my fondant is going to be. Has to be a vision. See the little specks in there? That means it hasn't been blended enough. So you want to make sure you keep going. You don't have to wear gloves. I do. Because I really hate the way it feels on my hand. And as you see, this would be what you would use, like the Crisco lard or something. Well, not so much lard because your fondant might taste like pork chops. But if it starts to get too hard, see how it's like getting smooth and soft? You could use a little bit of the butter or some Pam, whatever you like. I'm using the butter because I like the way the butter tastes. It'll kind of give your fondant that sweet taste. Make sure you don't tear your gloves off and end up having plastic in your fondant. I don't know how that person would feel that would get that piece in their mouth. So this takes a while because you have to get all the color smooth.
Yeah, it sounds like an exercise workout.
It is. I'm going to have what they call a penitentiary build in a minute. Muscles up top. So I just dumped a bunch in there. Maybe I would say that was equivalent to about 3 or 4 squirts. No such thing as drops. You can't go wrong unless you have a designated color that you really want. Now, if you have a designated color, these little Walmart colors won't do. You can actually just go to your cake decorating store and be all fancy and buy the correct color. And my dog is down there licking all the fondant that fell on the floor. So if you see me giggling, know that he's eating the fondant off my toes because I have on flip-flops. That's a cool color.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
Still got a lot more to go because see it darkening up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to add a little more. And by the way, this food color will mess up your counters. I'm sure there's a neater way to do this. However, my cameraman did not tell me we were going to be on film, so you just have to get it raw. This is it. You know, I would have had on makeup and everything, you know? But this is the naturalness.
Why would you wear makeup and you got to do all that work?
Because if you think you're going to be slick and post it on YouTube when I'm not looking, at least I got to look right.
You'll be fine.
I don't have a choice now, do I? And you should have on an apron because this is extremely messy. So I picked up some white.
So it's like a peach color now.
Yeah, which is actually pretty. So when I decide I'm done with the color and I like it, I won't add any more in. And again, I could have just bought the exact color that I wanted. And you can actually buy fondant. But why buy it when I can make all of this for $2? You hear me? I said dollars. And it tastes better because you can also add like almond flavoring, vanilla flavoring to your fondant. So your cake tastes better. Opposed to those commercial fondants that taste like, I don't know, sweet paper or something. See, what would be cool with this would have like maybe an orange flavor or something. However, I just use vanilla. That's the basic. And actually, there's a pattern that's easier. You just roll it this way and keep it in a ball.
Okay.
That's really what you do. Again, you do it the way you're comfortable. If you want to roll it on the floor, that's up to you. Just wash your floor. So, I think I'm pretty much content with this color. What I'm going to continue to do is roll it until I get all the chunks of white out, all the darker colors. But that looks like a pretty nice color. You don't want all the cracks and stuff, so I'm going to fix that with more. See that right there? You don't want that consistency. You want it to be more kind of gummy, like taffy almost. Thank you.